see when I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to my.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen setting up play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They've got 1st down here from the 36. And up from the pistol to Cook. Escapes the defender. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Man in motion here. Allen now on 1st down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it's going to be 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Allen on the play action. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. Here's a screen for Cook. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Return coming from the 6. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And his first pass falls incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. 40. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud again. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Yeah, that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, hey. 18. Let's go. Hey, south.
Give now to the running back. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Stroud. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
18. What's that?
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 2nd down.
Second and goal now 5 yards more difficult following that penalty.
Tony.
From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
18. What's that?
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Texans and T. Higgins back in possession here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
All right.
Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shotgun now, first round. This fine zone, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The give inside to Stevenson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. All right.
The give here on 2nd. We'll cobble together a yard there. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Bills opting for dime coverage for this third down.
Tony.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Shakir in motion right. On first down, Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. Into the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills tie things 10-10. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's going to be caught by all. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, Stroud. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terry Johnson has it. And the Bills get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Buffalo 1st. Working inside the red zone. Looking for somewhere to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to fall incomplete. So they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. And put a receiver in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 33-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Texans going on offense now, just before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. That one's complete over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Hey,
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
All set to go now from the 35. Stroud to throw on 1st down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
That's another Texans first.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up? Look the hot, look the hot.
Now it's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 18. Hey.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All right. Swap. Love a swap.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Brought in. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
This one is up and good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Bills 13. Joshua Hardy to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
And they're on 24 yards.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. This is a designed run for Allen. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game.
Tyler
Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
On first down, they'll run. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain. On second down, it's Stevenson. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
They go again with Stevenson, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Houston.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Move it. 18. What's that?
Looking to throw. Stroud. The right side, Nolan has it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Dive play straight ahead. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Houston.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Tony.
First down throw by Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Oh, hey.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
5-yard gain.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
18,
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. 18, hey.
From the gun, Stroud. Short pass. In. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, they need 7.
All right. 18, that's it.
Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
we go.
This is Stevenson heading right. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
24, Bills 13. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He was brought down by Kalen Bullock. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Hand off to Cook here out of his own read. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. So we're through 3 here. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On 1st down, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. but the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Swap. Another swap.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Looking to his fullback now. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Throwing is Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
All right. 18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stevenson with another carry. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, let's hit.
They'll run here on 1st down. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Tony.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Setting up the screen. And he's down very close to that 1st, but looks like he stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Texans up by 8. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Running for it with Stevenson. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a 1st down.
42-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
That's good for a Bills.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. They'll motion the slot man right. Looking to throw it. Complete to Shakir. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
And the Bills, 1st down.
And they get that clock just below 40 seconds to play. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Now to throw. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. To the air again. Allen. And he's just going to take the sack here as he heads out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing here, Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
One final shot here. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So the Texans come away with the road win. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner. Momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next opponent.
Can I give you another one, too? How about confidence? Not only is momentum on their side, but they're going to be real confident after how they executed to get the win in this one. They keep that mindset through to the next time out. They're going to be very tough to beat.